What's going on, guys? I just got back home from work. As you could tell, I still have my work clothes on. I've been asking myself this question, which is, what do you do when times get tough? Because at least right now, while it's fresh on my mind, and at least in this moment, times do feel kind of tough right now. I'm very blessed for my job and everything that I have. But at the same time, I still feel like I'm behind, and I still feel like I'm not where I want to be. I feel like I'm hitting walls. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I know that automotive isn't what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I'm very thankful for the skills that I've learned from automotive. I've learned a little bit about how cars work, and I can definitely work on my own to some degree. But at the same time, bro, it's really not what I want to do. Hold on, let me get my weight scale. So it just really got me thinking, man, what do you do when times get tough? One thing that comes to mind, and actually my manager, she kind of introduced this philosophy to me. I'm in the service department, so I solve problems. She told me that whenever I come across situations that are kind of complex, like if there's a certain issue a customer is having with their car, and I don't know how to certainly address it. I don't know how long the repair is going to take. I don't even know how we're going to repair the damn thing. When it comes to things like that, she told me that I kind of have to learn how to like those problems and kind of lean into it the more difficult it gets. With that lesson from her, I've definitely applied it to my life personally. So that's one thing that I do when times do get tough, especially like right now. I noticed with myself that before, when I had problems, or like when life got pretty tough, I would kind of run away from them. I'd kind of run away from my problems. I would just, plug into different things, whether it's just like consuming sugar, just being on social media, scrolling, kind of just zoning out. At least when I have problems to solve, I kind of learn to deal with them head on. Even with my fitness progress, especially when I get that feeling like I don't feel like working out, or I don't feel like doing the cardio that I need to do, I press way even harder. The way I'm currently retraining myself is that once I do encounter resistance or problems, I push even harder to face it head on, and I just refuse to run away from things. That's one thing that I'm currently doing and currently trying to master. So if you're going through something that's quite difficult, I really encourage you to not run away from it, not to dwell on it, and just go even harder at it, bro. That's really what I have to say. Another thing too that I do when times get tough is I just go back to my roots, man. I do things that make me happier, that I find very therapeutic. Even something so simple as making a damn protein smoothie like this is therapeutic to me. It's good nutrients. Of course, as long as it's healthy. Don't resort to bad vices. Don't do drugs. Don't get caught up in the wrong things. But yeah, I always do what's therapeutic for me, whether it be just doing something like this. Another thing too is the gym. Yeah, if I don't even do that, even something so simple as a haircut is another form of therapy. Just self-care is kind of one of my go-to routes, I guess. When times get tough, I resort to self-care. So working out, going on walks, stuff like that. Because while I'm doing those things, it lets me reflect, lets me tune into to what I'm going through. Whatever your roots are, man. If you like to play sports, if you like to play basketball, go on a hoop session. Channel all this energy that you got on you. Because when times are difficult, at least for me, there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of I wouldn't say sadness, but it's a very different way of passion, I would say. You never know, that could spark some kind of idea out of you, or that could just kind of get you inspired again, or make you feel better, at least in that meantime. Emotions always come and go, we know that. We're not always happy, we're not always sad. Emotions are just emotions. So that's another thing that we have to remember too when times get tough. When those emotions are high, you want out, you can do better, you're not where you want to be, lean into it. The way I see it with most people, when they do reach those times where it gets tough, rather than channeling that energy, they actually deplete it by consumption, eating junk food, just watching Netflix, YouTube, just kind of drowning it out. I think it's so healthy to really feel all those emotions and like the power that comes with it, actually channel it and direct it for something positive. You could channel that energy into your job. Maybe you're not passionate about your job, but what you do got is that energy and that hunger. So put it back in, you know? You may not be the most skilled worker, you may not be the highest paid one, but you got the highest bandwidth. So, you know, channel that energy there. Another thing that comes to mind too is that when times are tough, you know, reach out to those people that got your back, and try to find those people who can really relate on your level, who've kind of been through what you're currently going through, or who are on the same page as you. In my case, my situation is pretty rare, man. I moved out when I was 19, and I don't really know anyone else who's done that. So it's really hard to relate with other people with what I'm going through. And yeah, man, it's been quite a ride since then. I'm 21 now, and even part of me kind of debates with myself, like, yo, should I move back in with my mom? This is currently what's going on with my life, man. I just kind of wanted to document this because it's honest. Like, this is really what it's like. My Instagram is a little bit more glamorized, and what I like about YouTube is that it's a little bit more honest here. In this moment, and I know, like, overall, I'm good, but in this current moment, like, life does feel a little tough. I know I can do more. I know I could push harder. I know I'm capable of more things. It's just like I don't have the answers yet, and I just have to keep pushing, and I feel like the answer will present itself as I go. So if there's anyone watching this video and you're kind of on the same path, like you know you're capable, or you know you want more out of life, but you don't really know exactly what to do yet, I totally feel you. And I think just going back to those things that I was talking about, just channeling that energy, lean into those emotions, feel that fire. I think it's very healthy to confront those feelings and to embrace them. Hold on, let me blend this real quick. I got my dinner for the night. We got me a nice protein smoothie. So I put 140 grams of frozen mango, 140 grams of frozen blueberry, 1 banana, 2 scoops of organic grass-fed whey protein powder. I think that's how you say it. Grass-fed whey protein powder. Yeah, the vanilla flavor. And then I think I just put 8 ounces of water. And that is what I'm having for tonight. For some reason, I don't like eating things before I go to bed. I'd rather have like a drink or something. So I will be drinking my calories for tonight. In this moment, it feels tough, but I know in the future I'm gonna have many more good moments. Like, life is just full of ups and downs, and just in case if my future self wants to bitch out or something like that, I don't know, God forbid, but if I'm like 25 or something and I'm acting like a little bitch, at least I could go back and watch this video. What to do when times get tough. Just watch my own YouTube video. This is gonna be like a good time capsule. Just I could watch this over again and just see what like 21-year-old me was thinking about during tough times. By the way, guys, my battery's exhausted now, so it's gonna die like any second. But yeah, this video is pretty short, but I just wanted to kind of like speak what's on my mind while it's fresh. And that's all I have for you in this video today. Hopefully it kind of sparked some kind of idea for you. Hopefully it helped you some kind of way. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.